Yes, Bob Blackman. As one of your senior members of the population, I look behind what you're saying. It says more health and care providing closer to or in your home. And I'm just about to move home with my wife with the specific purpose of having a room where someone can, we'll call it a lodger, who may be a Filipino nurse or something like that, who looks after us in our own home. And yet the government say this big purple thing, you've got to have a pension scheme for employees. Now that dictates against people doing that. And yet that's what people actually want. They don't want to go into a home. They don't want to be microchipped and say, if you find me, return me home or to a home. They want to live in their own home and have care there. And I think the government needs to get the message from the CCGs that they're working against what the population want, which is care in their own home. And I think you must probably agree with that. I don't know whether you do. I'm sure David does. So I'd just like to know whether you can put forward to the government they're working against what your aims are by introducing pension schemes for things that aren't necessary. Thank you.
So it's a really good point, and interestingly we're exploring with some housing associations, as an example, offering free or subsidised accommodation to students in return for care hours of individuals in the care home sector. So there are means by which we obviate the traditional employed status of individuals through payment in kind or proxy payments. So I think there are ways around it that have already been established and worked through. So I would not want to take on the principles of employment law, but I would want to explore where there was some flexibility around how contracts of relationships are drawn and built. And if it's helpful, I can give you some pointers as to where those relationships have already been formed.
But I would agree it is a national direction to head down the route of moving care closer appropriately in the first and getting the right care in the right place at the first port of contact, and that is a national imperative.